New at noon, a Lubbock man who stole thousands of dollars from a local car dealership has been sentenced to probation in order to pay that money back. Joshua Weston was found guilty of third-degree theft between $30,000 and $150,000 earlier this week for taking funds from company accounts at Adobe Auto Sales after the business failed. Instead of letting a jury decide his punishment, the defense withdrew the request and entered a plea agreement, 10 years probation, and a restitution of $149,999.